Premise Health, what is happening? The Pool Boys are back with your championship video. It is time to crown a champion of this huge March Madness pool. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at some storylines.
And it's over! A return to national prominence. Back outside, Proctor tosses it up. It's no good! He walked, he can't touch it. He can't. 1 second, and it's over! Florida is back on top!
As Kevin mentioned, the tournament itself was kind of chalky, not too much madness and chaos, but finally the Final Four delivered. Both were spectacular games, including comebacks, crazy shots, crazy makes, but the best part was an epic Duke meltdown. So the games delivered, set up a great championship game.
We'd be remiss if we didn't highlight those ladies as well in an epic tournament. How about UConn winning its 12th national title on the heels of Paige Becker's superstar? She's crushing it. It wasn't even close this year. They smoked South Carolina, which is something hardly anybody can say. Kudos to the Huskies.
Yeah, in the Final Four and championship game, the Huskies won by an average of 30 points. Absurd. And then going back to the men's championship game, it was a thrilling end to the championship as those Gators came back from a huge deficit to beat the Houston Cougars, who had come back from a big deficit to beat the Dukies, just trading deficits, trading comebacks. But at the end, Houston couldn't even get off a final shot. So congrats to the Gators, your 2025 national champions.
All right, I know what everyone's waiting for. You're waiting to see who your champion is, but we're not going to get there yet because we lost a lot of good brackets along the way. And so we've got to take a minute in memoriam to remember some of those other brackets. How about Stinking Up to Joint? Brandon Wolfenden. Those are both spectacular names. You could have just gone with your name. That would have been a great bracket name. But Stinking Up to Joint, stunk up to joint with this bracket. Final Four, a lot of red. Did have Auburn there, did have Duke there. Pick Duke as your champion. That's where you went wrong. You went wrong from the very beginning. Stunk up that joint. Gone. Not forgotten. Still smells.
You went wrong from the very beginning. Love that. Chance to win. Shasta French. I mean, your name was kind of wrong. You did not have a chance to win. You had Iowa State in your Final Four. You had Tennessee in your Final Four. Weirdly enough, you had 2 other correct Final Four teams, but you chose the wrong ones to win. So, did you have a chance to win? No. Gone, Shasta, but not forgotten.
Shasta's a great name. Wasn't that a soda as well? I think it was. Speaking of great names, Gene.
Gene.
Just Gene.
just Gene.
Eugene Adams. Not a lot to say here. Had Arizona as a champion. Could have told you that wasn't going to happen. They always disappoint in the tournament. Don't pick them again. Just don't do it. Gene, gone too soon.
All right. Well, in a time of March Madness, there are tons of brackets. Lots of them get filled out. And of course, there can only be one champion. So a lot of them are going to be tossed to the wayside. Sorry, that was pretty harsh. I don't mean tossed to the wayside. I mean, not forgotten. That's
honored.
what I meant.
Honored
Always
for the
remember.
life well lived.
Exactly. Celebrated in all of it. Even if you're stinking up to joint. But anyway, it is now time to unveil the top 3, because that is a feat in and amongst itself to get this far. So many different possibilities, so much room for activities. So coming in 3rd place, getting that bronze medal, reaching the podium is Emmerich, meaning David Emmerich from Orlando, Florida, with 156 points. Had Ole Miss in the Final Four, but nailed the championship game to get him into 3rd place. Congratulations. I would like to think his name is actually I Am Rich. Like, I am rich with green picks because I made it to 3rd place. Congratulations, David.
Could have been Rich. Could have been. If he had gotten Auburn to the Final Four, probably would have been Rich. Well done, David. All right. 2nd place. This is a tight one here, okay? 169 points. In the zone, Devon White out of the corporate office in Brentwood. Let's go, Devon. Had the Final Four nailed, had the championship game nailed. Almost got it done, just came up a couple points short of our champion, but exceptional work. Well done, Devon. In the zone. She was in the zone during this tournament.
Man, you don't see it too often where you nail the Final Four and the championship game, and yet you don't win. That is crazy.
It's a competitive pool.
That's the madness. It's the chaos. Okay, so now it is time to reveal our number one player, our champion. But before we do that, let's see how they got here and how they danced down the tunnel with that swag. So you gotta give it up to Mark Lane of the corporate office in Brentwood, Tennessee, coming in with 173 points. As I mentioned, also nailed the Final Four and the championship game, but got a couple more points earlier in the tournament. You got to get your work done early, and he did. Mark Lane, 173 points. That is tops amongst all of our many pools. So congratulations. Wear that crown, rock that medal, discount double check the championship belt. You're doing all the things. Oh yeah, hoist that trophy too, because you can say you are the 2025 Pool Boys March Madness champion.
Champion! Well done, Mark. Well done. All right, let's take a final look at your last leaderboard here. And your entire top 10, I got to tell you, everybody picked the Gators. So in a pool this big, it makes sense. They were one of the popular picks anyway, but all these folks took the Gators. So I'm not going to keep chomping. All right, so we had Mark Lane in first with 173 points, in the zone second with 169, Emmerich with 156 in third. So well done to our top three. In fourth place, H5W, go look him up, 155 points. Ooh. Chad Waters came through in fifth place with 151, Josh Olson 150 in sixth place, and Drew 149 in a tie with Millie Simpson and Sarah Roshitz with 149 points, all tied for seventh place. Well done to that crew. And then number 10, Sarah Hop McCracken, 149 points. Hoppy, I'm going with Hoppy. Sarah Hoppy McCracken, 149 points. Well done, Sarah. Rounding out our top 10, all picked the Gators.
It was a wild 2025 March Madness, and we love being a part of Premise Health. And we couldn't have done it without two special people, so it's time for us to give some thanks to these individuals themselves. So one, Liz Reimer, thank you so much, and to Susie Butler for believing in us to think that we could bring some fun to Premise Health all across the country. We love seeing where you guys are located, seeing which region's going to reign supreme, and at the end of the day, it was the corporate office. But again, Liz and Susie, thank you so much. We've done a couple pools with you now. We've loved every minute of it, and we hope to continue the fun and success. But it's wild. 2025 March Madness is done. All the brackets filled out, some gone, not forgotten. Champion has been unveiled. Someone's cutting down the nets. It has been a great ride, and we loved every second of it. So, until next time, the Pool Boys are